Alright, man. So yeah, let's get into your rap name. You know, with Kyza Soze. Where you get that name from? Well, for the people who never, who don't know where that come from.
Of course, everybody who don't know, well, everybody who do know, it came from the movie Usual Suspects or whatever. You know, but for the people who don't know, you know what I'm saying, it came from the movie Usual Suspects and shit. I felt like, that was a perfect angle for me to grab and gravitate to, because a lot of motherfuckers on both sides within the city, I ain't in Maryland, who seen me grow up or see me put in this work or do whatever the fuck I was doing outside, will probably be guessing on the type nigga I am. Saying as far as like, he probably can't do this, he probably ain't about that, he probably ain't gonna do this, he probably ain't gonna do that. Damn, just strictly all because of how I look or how I dress or my height or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? And not knowing that I really go that far and take those measures. And whatever the fuck it is. I mean, I ain't gonna fake, not saying that I'm a killer or anything like that. I'm just saying like, maybe it's something up here that was just loose as shit. And it's a lot of dumbass shit I done did in my life to prove how far I would go. I'm gonna just keep that shit 100. But I like the incognito style with the shit to make it be like, all right, since you think that I'm gonna move this and move that way, once it happen, your ass fuck. And that's the same shit that Kyza was doing in the movie type shit. You know, he moved real incognito, real suspicious with the shit. Make sure ain't nobody really noticing what the fuck he doing, but it's right in your fucking face.
Okay,
and I like
like
that
alright,
shit.
so like kind of being, kind of like being like the most known unknown type shit. Like
most
kind of
known
like
unknown. That's a perfect way to explain it.
Alright, for sure.
I like to be in your face, and you don't know what the fuck I'm about to do.
Yeah, exactly. You never know which one you working type shit.
And that's like what I use for the music. Like, you can put me in a category in the DMV. There's so many DMV type of rappers. You can put me in a category, but when you listen to my music, especially this next album that's about to come on, you listen to that, there's just so many different styles and varieties of music and ways that I'm rapping. It's no way you can categorize me or just classify me in one box. So that would make it go back to the movie as far as saying, damn, well, who is Kyza Soze? You feel me? So that was my whole mock. I want to make sure everybody next year saying, who is Kyza Soze? Like, if you ain't heard me, like, man, damn, who is that nigga though? Like, I've been hearing this, that, and the third. Who is he? So, yeah.
Nah, for sure. That's definitely a good goal to set. And I definitely hope you motherfucking, I hope you reach that goal for sure. So I was listening to your music and shit, like you don't got the DMV sound and the typical DMV flow. Like, what made you kind of want to take like a different approach to music and be more unique? Like, what was kind of like the motivating factor behind that?
Alright, well, when I first started rapping, I was fucking with the real hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my mother, she wrote for EFX.
Oh, okay, she
wrote for EFX back in the day, so that's where I guess the skill come from as far as writing.
Okay, that's
But as far as like the history of music, period, I gotta give majority of that shit to my father. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas be faking like they ain't got their father in their life in some way, even if he ain't live with you. As long as that nigga came around, played some music or something, got you hip to some history of music, take that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And he definitely was doing that. So most of the history I know about music came from my father. I get the writing shit from my mother and shit or whatever. But I wanted to stick with that lane, that hip hop, real lyrical miracle lane. Realizing that shit wasn't working, I ain't know that the game was about to change at this time to what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So I had to adjust my shit, and it took me a little minute to do it. It took me a minute to add the pizzazz with bars and shit like that, and add the little trapping in the bando type of swag that everybody feeling and shit right now. But I didn't want to ride everybody else's wave like all the DMV rappers and shit in the last 3, 4, 5 years when they first heard Migos and then try to make their own DMV flow and then this, that, and the third. I don't really want to do all that. I like to be creative and try to make my own flows now today. Like just try new shit other than the regular DMV flow. But I mean, if I had to bounce back or tap back into the lyrical flow, there's not a lot of motherfuckers to me in the DMV that's gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Freestyling, writing it, whatever.
For sure. And something I've been kind of telling folks, I don't know if you agree with it or not, but I feel like this whole like street beef, super opt-out music, gangsta ass music, I feel like that shit kind of is gonna come to an end soon, and the lyrical backpack shit about to make a comeback. Like, how you feel about that?
I did say one of my mixtapes that trap rap won't last. You know what I'm saying? I did say that in one of my mixtapes. I just feel like it will never be as big as backpack rap or lyrical rap. It'll never be that big. Will it always be underground though? I feel like trap rap will always be an underground thing.
Yeah.
Because of everybody, what they doing now and what everybody feel as though they should be doing to blow up, eventually it's getting so watered down that the only motherfucking height it's gonna get, let's say in the next 5 years, will be all underground shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I do agree it might be still more artistry. On the other end of it, where you could be seen more, notarized more, radio play videos and this on TV. It's gonna be all about more artistry versus just I was trapping in the bando, fucking your hoe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And all that other shit.